Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready for our next fight. Making his way to the cage and fighting out of the red corner, it's Tyler Rodgers.
Tyler Rodgers, ladies and gentlemen, stands 5'10". He's a 144. This is a featherweight fight scheduled for 3 rounds, 3 minutes long. He's out of Conquest BJJ, also in Millersville, Maryland. In his MMA debut, we saw somebody come in last time at an MMA debut and just really do great work with Mosby coming in and putting on a display of athleticism. Tyler Rodgers, his teammates Connor Buell, who won tonight, he's also on this card, trains in a very talented team and both successful pro fighters coming out of the BJJ Conquest. Connor Mosby was maybe the exception with that MMA debut that we saw, very well trained out of Capitol. And now you got Tyler Rodgers making his way into the cage.
And his opponent, making his way to the cage and fighting out of the blue corner, it's Emanuel Thompson.
Emanuel Thompson, 5'10". He's also 144 out of Capitol MMA, and we've seen those guys plenty tonight. He is also making his MMA debut, and we saw with Connor Mosby, Capitol does not send somebody to the cage unless they are ready. A lot of good guys coming out of both these camps. These schools are pretty impressive. We get Emanuel all checked out. Tyler Rodgers, first time in the cage, first time for Emanuel Thompson. So MMA debuts for both fighters. Tyler Rodgers, very focused right now as he makes his way. He's pacing in the cage. Emanuel makes his way in, very determined fighter. Let's throw it back up to Chris for the introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds in the CageZilla featherweight division. Starting out, fighting out of the red corner, standing 5'10" and weighing in at 145 pounds, fighting out of Conquest BJJ with a record of 1 win and no defeats, it's Tyler Rodgers!
Tyler Rodgers fighting out of BJJ Conquest.
And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner, standing 5'10" and weighing in at 145 pounds, fighting out of Capitol MMA, he's making his CageZilla debut, it's Emanuel Thompson!
Emanuel Thompson, 5'10", out of Capitol.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this bout is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds, and your referee is Michael Dolman.
Michael Dolman will call both fighters right out to the middle of the logo in the middle of the cage and go over some rules. Both fighters on their MMA debut. Tyler Rodgers will be in the black trunks with the black gloves with the red tape. You're looking at Emanuel Thompson with the black trunks, red gloves, and blue tape. And there's the bell. Both fighters come out, touch gloves. Both fighters try to get the kicks in early, trying to weigh each other out, get some measuring down. Very active hands from Emanuel. This is the featherweight division scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. Good, quick.
Good outside leg kick there by Thompson. Another one.
Both fighters very focused.
Both guys swinging for the fences early here, Kevin.
Yeah, I mean, and very good. Oh, good right hand from Tyler Rodgers.
Good left. Left inside hook there.
Oh, good right hand, even though it popped him. He should have swung it. Tyler Rodgers was open down the middle.
Beautiful double underhooks and switch on that exchange there by Tyler Rodgers. Able to get Emanuel Thompson up against the cage. See what he can do from here, Kevin. Looks like so far against the cage, Thompson is getting the better of the exchange. Thompson able to switch positions there. Got Tyler in a reverse headlock, and he releases there.
Yeah, both fighters. Oh, good toss by Tyler Rodgers.
Big judo throw there.
Emanuel reverses quickly.
He tried to, but still wound up on the bottom.
Now, I don't think he's got it locked in there, but Tyler can pull his head out.
So really good technical fight so far by both fighters. Right here in front of us. Wow. And Kevin, even with our headphones on, you can hear those shots landing.
Yeah, great knees from Emanuel right to the side of the head of Tyler Rodgers. Tyler's got to figure out how to get off this cage and get right back out to his fight in the middle. Got some 10 seconds left. Looks like maybe a little marks. Oh, good left. The left side of Tyler Rodgers' face showing some marks.
I can't tell if that's blood or just...
Nah, just a mat burn.
Yeah.
But he did land some knees to that side of the head. Now he looks like he's bleeding a little bit.
He's got a little tiny cut.
He's got some blood coming from the side of his head. It's a little one, and I don't think it's going to bleed a lot, but it's a little one.
As you know, Kevin, those head cuts bleed a lot, especially when you're in there, you're excited, your blood's pumping, your heart's racing.
Yeah. Those knees were landing, and Thompson did a great job of pinning Tyler Rodgers against the fence and landing those high knees and pushing his head down. Tyler Rodgers just needed to back out of there, and Gavin didn't have an answer for that. Emanuel Thompson just really, really strong.
You see over there in Tyler Rodgers' corner, that looks like his teammate Connor Buell, who fought earlier tonight. Here we go, back to the center.
Right back, touching gloves. Emanuel Thompson will have the red gloves on and a blue tape.
It's absolutely deafening in here.
Just hard to hear.
I'm going to start writing to you. There's nothing else we can do.
We've heard it loud in the past when we were at the other Silver Eagle group, but this new facility, it's really loud.
Good exchange. Ooh. Nifty little kick there.
Oh, good left hand from Emanuel. It slid through Tyler Rodgers, throwing wild punches. Emanuel caught him on the right side of the face with a left. Another right hand from Thompson.
So, Kevin, I don't know if you mentioned it earlier, but Emanuel Thompson trains with pro mixed martial artist and CageZilla veteran John Kerman. We've seen John Kerman in this cage a lot.
And John Kerman is one of the guys, if you want to watch a battle, that's the guy.
Yeah, no quit. No quit in that guy at all. And it looks like he's imparted some wisdom here on Emanuel Thompson.
John Kerman always reminds me of somebody who fell out of the movie Braveheart. Both fighters right here in front of our table.
Unorthodox looking.
Yeah, he's got it, but as you can tell, first time in the cage.
It was almost like a face crank, but from a guillotine, standing guillotine position.
And Tyler has no answer right now.
He didn't look like he liked that.
He needs to spin out of there and get back out to the middle.
Those knees are all checked.
Nothing's really getting through.
Go. See if he can lock that choke up. No, he's not even going for it. He's just using that choke more as like an underneath headlock to land those knees. Oh, brutal right there to the face. Big knees. Now those knees are sneaking through, Kevin.
Yeah. Both fighters just totally exhausted right now, but still working hard. And you can tell this is the first time when you get into this cage, you start exhausting in different spots that you don't need to. Getting really winded. Emanuel just laying on him. Tyler's just on the ground right now. Tired.
Just a couple seconds left here in the second round.
He just really, both fighters just exhausted. And I know at home, if you're watching, it doesn't sound like a lot. 3 3-minute rounds does not sound like a lot. But when you go in to fight somebody at this intense level,
yeah, I always tell people
for 9 minutes.
You know, people who aren't familiar with MMA, I always equate it to, I say, you know, most street fights last, 10 seconds?
If that.
And the guys are winded after that.
Yeah.
Imagine being in there for
9 minutes.
Yeah.
And it's tough for me to tell right now. I mean, I would say Emanuel Thompson has taken control of the fight and really been the aggressor. The first round, Tyler Rodgers, when he was fresh, landed a couple of blows. But right now, I would say Emanuel is still winning this fight.
Well, Tyler Rodgers looks absolutely gassed right now, Kevin.
Yeah,
He's going to have to dig deep.
Hands on his hips, mouth breathing. Michael Doman's calling him back in there, but he don't have anything to do with that. Like, I'm tired. Can we take a few more?
All right, here we go.
Here we go. Hands down. And if Emanuel Thompson was smart, you walk out there and start throwing blows because his hands are, like you said, around his waist.
Oh, but Emanuel Thompson is just still throwing fire.
I think that Rodgers is going to catch one this round.
Yeah, his hands are low.
Yeah.
So that's one major sign of fatigue when a fighter stops. Oh,
right,
my God.
He's out. He's unconscious. No, maybe not. It looked like he was unconscious.
I thought he got flashed for a second.
I thought he was unconscious. Rodgers took a knee right to the face, and I thought he was done.
Hey, but really, really smart thing to do right there, shooting for that double and getting a takedown.
Yeah, and just hanging on for dear life right now.
But he's not absorbing any damage.
No.
He's able to recover.
He does not want Emanuel Thompson back up on his feet. He is really gassed. Look how strong Emanuel Thompson is.
Yeah. When you've got him up against the cage like that, though, you've got to throw that knee.
Yeah.
He missed a good opportunity.
He's got that underhook. He's spun out. Use the feet on that cage. Spin out. Look at that.
I was going to say, it was about to get swept.
Yeah.
Oh, now he's in full mount. Oh, why do you stand up there if you're Thompson?
Just start letting him have haymakers.
Yeah.
Just let him have the haymakers.
Okay, here we go. Now it's time for Tyler Rodgers to try to make it happen.
No. Tyler Rodgers needs to defend himself right now. Look at the hands down low, the stumbling.
Belly button.
He's going to get caught.
Yeah, he's going to eat
And
one.
Michael Doman is looking at him. He's going to catch one good one in it. There
Smart
you go.
Move.
Yeah, Tyler, get out of there.
Although he wound up on the bottom of that.
And he doesn't want to be there.
Yeah, it's at this level of exhaustion, it's going to be nearly impossible for him to get out of this. Unless Thompson decides to separate, which he did the last time.
Let him up.
Yeah, it's 45 seconds left, Kevin. That's going to be impossible for Tyler Rodgers to finish this fight.
Just grinding the elbow on the neck and the face is just one of those irritating. It doesn't look like a lot, but it is. He's going to have broke ribs, tired.
Thompson just
grinding the elbow on the neck and the face and pounding those ribs. Tyler Rodgers is going to go back and figure this out, I'm sure, because he's a tough kid, and just get in better shape. This is a marathon, Tyler, and he came out sprinting in round 1.
He did. Great methodical fight here by Emanuel Thompson, though, and I think that was enough to get him the win. But
I do too.
Like we always say,
yeah,
you never know.
I'd be shocked. Emanuel Thompson, the aggressor, looked more fit at the end, and Tyler is just really gassed. Still a good fight. Didn't get knocked out. I think Emanuel had a chance to get him a couple of times, and didn't see the opening. You got your hands down low. Emanuel should have jumped on him pretty quick.
All right, I'll go get the winner for you.
See you when you get back. Emanuel looks like he could go another round. Fun to watch as Chris makes his way up into the ring. Tyler Rodgers is really spent, sitting on the bench. Probably more mad at himself than anything else. I mean, he went out in round 1. He really went hard. He looked great. He was really in the fight for most of the first round. And then Emanuel just the athleticism and being so much in better shape and just fit. I think Tyler's going to come back and really do good work here in the cage. And I think he should. I think technique-wise, I thought he was great, especially when he was tired, shooting for legs. So I think Tyler will be back sooner than later, especially after he watches this video. All right, Chris has the cards. Michael Doman will call them both out. Let's throw it up to Chris Fuller.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. Judge 1 scores the bout 30-27, Judge 2 scores the bout 30-26, and Judge 3 scores the bout 29-28, all in favor of your winner by unanimous decision. Out of the blue corner, Emanuel Thompson!
Well, there you have it, Emanuel Thompson coming out of Capital MMA, comes away with his MMA debut here at CageZilla. I'm sure we'll see Tyler here pretty soon, but what a great fight by Emanuel. We'll throw it back up to Chris. We'll get him to chit-chat a little bit with Emanuel and see how this all went down.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am here with your winner, Emanuel Thompson, putting on a great show in his debut fight. Emanuel, tell us what were your thoughts going into this fight and how you thought it turned out there for you.
Well, my thoughts coming in was I never got hit with a 4-ounce glove before, so I wanted to see what that felt like. That sounds weird. But once I felt what it felt like, I said, okay, I got to think when I'm up in here. First round, I thought that, I was hitting him really good with the strikes, but I'm usually stronger than people at that size. Alongside with. So then I sat back down my corner, and I'm like, okay, I made it through the first round. Let me come back out and start to be more aware of what's going on. And that's when he hit that. No, that was next round. Anyways, long story short, I started listening. I heard my corner. I heard my homie right here. With me before I just started fighting. Flow with it.
We're not throwing to you.
Third round is when he got that takedown over there. And when he got it, I heard his corner say,
you got it right.
Now, when he said Khabib, I already knew what he was trying to do. Triangle my fucking legs and ground and pound. So as soon as I heard him, as soon as I felt him scoot up, I flipped him around, and then I heard my boy say knees.
So we definitely saw that when you guys went to the ground, you were able to reverse positions. Is that something you guys worked on coming into this fight?
Hell yeah. With Jeremy, the owner of Capital MMA, that was the main thing he told me to work on. Because Connor, the guy you guys saw fighting before, he used to whoop my ass in that position. So I've tried to learn so many ways to reverse that when it happens.
All right, well, dominant performance here by Emanuel and another dominant performance by Capital MMA. Let's hear it one more time. That's your winner, Emanuel Thompson.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Emanuel Thompson with a great MMA debut. When we come back, ladies and gentlemen,